it was actually kind of crazy. He got into multiple altercations, first with these guys, then with the security guard, then with the security guard and myself, and then now back again with the security guard and back with the guys together. And basically he got what he wanted. And the result is kind of wild. Okay, I think we're ready. Fuck it. Gonna go through the craziest fight that happened in the hookah lounge that my family used to own. So let's just get straight into it. 1:32 in the morning. We are here, and 1:39 in the morning, we are now here. Now, how did we get here? I will go through this step by step. So, let me full screen this. 1:32 in the morning, the build up to this situation. So I'm assuming this was probably a Friday or Saturday night. The way this worked was usually during the week it was very chill, but on the weekends we were trying to make more money, and this would turn into a little bit more of a club vibe. Sometimes we would have some sort of a live DJ if we had the permission for it, etc., etc. And it would get pretty wild in there sometimes. The parking lot was pretty small. People would be, it would get pretty wild there sometimes. And this one time, I remember one guy got into an argument. At this point, this has been like 3 years ago, but this one guy got into an argument with another guy and his buddy over their woman, and they got into a tussle, and I think it was semi-de-escalated. They asked us he was on the wrong, and we asked him to get out of the venue. And the guys get back on the table, but this guy continues to argue with the bouncer, and it gets more and more problematic. And for some reason at the time, I would always try to intervene or de-escalate. I thought of myself like a people's person who would like de-escalate everything. And I'm trying to talk to this guy who's like a 40-year-old drunk ass dude right now. And he basically he starts swinging at the bouncer. He picks up a chair, starts swinging at me, and at some point he gets his hand on the fire extinguisher, starts spraying the bouncer in the face. He can barely breathe. Yeah, it was crazy. So we're keeping the venue locked, and of course there's an emergency exit on the other side of the venue, which is very hard to get to. It's kind of blocked off again by the booth where the DJ for the night was standing. There was like a mini VIP section there for somebody who booked it in advance. And basically, the guy leaves. At this point, I have called the cops already, and they're on the way. And he disappears somewhere. And I'm watching him in about a minute or two run back out from the parking lot, run towards the front of the building where the emergency exit was. And then the following happens. Meanwhile, I see the police lights down the street, maybe like a mile away. I see them coming. So basically, this is how it looks from the inside. Somehow he breaks into the emergency exit from the outside, which is technically, it's not supposed to work that way. There's a lever there that pushes it the other way, but I don't know, shit happens. He breaks in, flips over the DJ booth. Over here, we have the DJ booth with, a couple grand worth of equipment, flying. Let me see real quick. Then we have those two guys immediately run up. This happens so quick. So many good memories come up. So he breaks through the DJ booth. He falls down because our security guard apparently was running after him already from the back of the door, from the back of the building, which is the main exit because by the parking lot. And he immediately tackled him, and he has him down on the ground. These two superheroes over here are the people that were in an argument with this fellow that night. And they immediately see who it is. That's one, and that's the other one, and they begin helping the security guard immobilize the problem. So everybody is like, okay, so let's try to go back here. Well, bartenders, obviously, in shock for a few seconds, then know what the fuck to do. They get the fuck out. People, this is the DJ. He has his laptop. His most precious possession. He's trying to get out of that madness with his laptop, right? Some people, for some reason, are approaching the problem. You know what I mean? Everybody should leave in this situation. I've always said, everybody, what are you looking at? People, run. You don't know what he has brought into the building. He's a madman. The guy was absolutely delirious. We tried to talk to him, and I couldn't even imagine myself being that age and being that freaking just doing those things and acting that way, and it was crazy, right? But anyway, the police at this point, I like 30 seconds away or something. They're like really close. It's hilarious, and I'm not. In the moment, I wasn't laughing at this. I was kind of in shock. Also, I believe I was outside calling the police to like literally drive faster. I saw with my side eye there was a tussle going on. Saw people running. I believe maybe afterwards I ran back inside because I knew the police were already approaching. I wanted to see what was going on. Here I go, by the way, myself going against what I just said, running back inside. But this is a different. It's different because it was our responsibility. So over here we see the two gentlemen beginning to use their feet to, immobilize the guy who was everybody's problem, and I wouldn't wish this on anybody, and I'm not saying ever do this or no that, but like you was asking for a fight, man. You were asked to leave. You were asked to get your shit together, to leave. Every business has the right to tell you that they don't want to serve you, and get an Uber and get out of there. You know what I mean? If you've been drinking and you don't have a driver, get an Uber, get out of there, goodbye. It doesn't matter. And it never ever gets to a point of us having to shut the doors on this big ass metal block, just for actual safety reasons. Like it was actually kind of crazy, and this guy he got into multiple altercations, first with these guys, then with the security guard, then with the security guard and myself, and then now back again with the security guard and back with the guys together, and basically he got what he wanted, and the result is kind of wild. So right over here they're kicking the shit out of him, and this guy is like, yo, stop, and here at the end they freaking American History X. Here at the end, they just right here, because he's still flopping about, and boom, right here. So right there at the end, they knocked him out by kicking him in the head, which is kind of wild. What I mean? It is what it is. And a couple extra kicks, I guess, to the liver or whatever. Just for good measure, like right there. That's absolutely wild. I don't know. Like, I will post this and I'll immediately get fucking first video shut down. And then these guys are just, walk away. And they walk away. Somebody has been in this section this entire time. Somebody has been in this section this entire time, unable to get out. There's a whole madness going on. The people are running. This was very stressful at the moment. It's been like 3 or 4 years at this point, so I'm very relaxed watching this. But in the moment, it gave me a lot of anxiety. How do I minimize this? Okay, please tell me I'm recording, because it would be so sad if I wasn't. Yes, okay, great. And then we have the result. Well, there we go. There we have the result. This, like that guy on the internet. So, here was the security guard that tackled the dude. Here are the police or paramedics that are there. I believe... See, I can't tell the badges. I'm going blind these days. Here's the kind of our crew on the left there. That's just kind of like, what the fuck? And, of course, there's me with the fucking me. Somebody's watching a football game at 3 in the morning. What's going on at 1:39 in the morning? Okay, now we have I'm just in the moment walking around, just like, what the fuck? Because everything is, this came back. Everything comes back. It's a big thing. Plus, I swear to God, I didn't know if this guy was gonna make it. He was just laid out there. This has been at this point. What's it been? At this point, this has been. I just have to double check. Just look at this. It's been 7. Has it been 7 minutes? It's been about 7 minutes, and this guy's pretty much motionless on the ground. I don't know if he groaned once or twice. I know the paramedics are there, so again, I'm just kind of like letting them do their thing. They seem to not be, doing CPR or anything. They seem to know that he's alive. Okay, wonderful. I think somebody has suggested that I get a drink. They asked me if they could go home or something because this was just becoming crazy and nobody knew when it was gonna end. And this is where we're at now. Another minute and a half has passed. This is kind of the funny bit of it. 10 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago or something, everybody was having fun, right? And now you got me with a big broom sweeping up blood and shards of glass because the paramedics need to have a safe and more or less clean space to like roll them over or something. And I said, yeah, we have, a broom. Everything's broken on that side. Everybody is like just, I guess for us over here, we would have been out there until 4 or 5 in the morning anyway. So this was, not just another day, but in a sense, just another day. But this has never quite happened like this before. A couple of fights happened before. A couple of things have happened. So that's the craziest fight that has happened at a hookah lounge that my family used to own. I've been wanting to go over this for a while. I don't really have all the, if I logged into, I probably could get my hands on all the security footage, but that's just too much of fucking something to do right now. So I'm not gonna do that. But I had these 3 clips for a while saved because I've been showing them to friends here and there over the years. And I just thought, again, it was hilarious. The contrast between the first moment of the first clip, which was, just a normal day. Here it is, people are partying. To the last moment of the last clip, me with a broom sweeping up blood. To me, this is funny. I consider this funny, but in the moment, of course, it was very, very stressful. And definitely people were complaining afterwards in various ways. Yeah, that's that.